how would you explain that? That it was not an election year, it was a normal year, no COVID. Why would single business permit collection drop from 48 to 39 million?
Okay, I think I will give finance to
because the assumption is that with automation, there is efficiency. As the economy grows, even your collections would grow. But when it reverses, it's a problem.
Honorable Chair, from the documentation that we have, actually the revenue grew from 41 million to 48.
Which documentation are you referring to? I'm referring to the report signed by County Receiver of Revenue and Head of Revenue Reporting.
I'm looking at Note 12 to financial statements.
Of what? Receiver of Revenue?
The document from Receiver of Revenue, County Turkana, County Government of Turkana, as of 30th June 2023.
2023? But we are dealing with 2023, 2024. You are looking at a report of 2023?
Yes, the document that I have was that for 2023.
This meeting is to consider the report for 2023, 2024. The Receiver of Revenue, you signed these financial statements. What was the performance of single business permits? Cannot be around, be precise.
Yes.
It was how much?
39 million.
What was the collection in the prior year? What was the collection in the prior year? These are your financial statements. You're the one who signed them.
It was 48 million.
So, was that a drop or a growth?
A drop.
Of 9 million?
Yeah.
How would you reasonably explain that? It's an automated system. Everything is being done in the system. It's a structured revenue stream.
Answer that.
What is this that happened that single business permit dropped by 9 million? Governor, I'm sure you would like to get that explanation, isn't it?
Yeah.
Was it paid and pocketed?
Where is it?
Receiver of Revenue.
Yes, sir.
Where did you take these 9 million?
The arrears that we've reported in the financial statement that we've included in the report, we could not collect at that time. I think it passed over to the other financial year.
Governor, does that make sense to you? If you are to go back to Turkana to explain why single business permits dropped by 9 million, is that something you can explain to the elders of Turkana?
It doesn't. Honorable Chair, I think the director is not really giving the true position, but there was a drop. You see, Turkana County is one county, I believe it can really collect enough money because we have entities or organizations within Turkana County that we should really get to draw a lot of revenue to our county. So I expected my director to really explain the drop, what occasioned the drop from 48 million now to 39 million, because I may not really understand. I give them a lot of independence in terms of, is the one in charge of the entire revenues
so
of the county.
It's a 20% drop.
Yeah.
And that would mean that 20% of businesses shut down in Turkana, isn't it? Is that the case?
Yeah.
No, but is that the reality? That 20% of businesses shut down in one financial year?
Not really.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, through the Governor, I want the Receiver of Revenue to confirm his statement that all structured revenue streams are automated. You confirm that?
Yes, I confirm.
So where do you classify revenues from liquor licenses? Is that structured?
They are unstructured.
Unstructured?
Yes.
Okay. I just want that confirmation.
Didn't answer my issue on parking because that's a very
Yeah, we'll come to parking. I wanted us to deal with the legitimacy of the contract, what we have cited here. Yeah, Auditor General, what was your observation when it came to the renewal of contracts? Failure to renew annual maintenance of the revenue automation system.
Thank you, Chair. Failure to renew annual maintenance of the revenue automation system. Review of the systems used in their collection of revenue revealed that the contract for annual maintenance of revenue automation system expired on 28 September 2020. However, the vendor has continued to perform the annual maintenance services without a valid contract. In the circumstances, the system's integrity, confidentiality, and availability for service delivery could not be confirmed. Thank you, Chair.
Governor, what was your response on that?
This one, yeah. Okay, record reveals that the contract for annual maintenance of revenue automation was extended up to 30th June 2021. The extension of the contract has been implied by the conduct of both parties since they still owe each other contractual obligations, which are yet to be discharged. The county executive will evaluate and ratify the current implied extension of contract to allow the finalization of pending contractual obligations such as procuring the relevant infrastructure, training of users, and integration of all revenue streams.
Auditor General.
Thank you, Chair. On our verification is that the management did not provide evidence of the annual maintenance of contract by way of this extension notice, and as correctly said, the renewal is implied, and probably the problem we are having with the revenue collection could be maybe because of the system or the system owners. Thank you, Chair.
Governor, what are you paying as annual maintenance fees? I think Senator Cherargei had asked that.
4.3.
Okay, the revenue, see what is 4 point?
Chair, we pay 4.3 million as the annual maintenance fee for the system.
A fixed sum, not a percentage.
A fixed sum. We are not going to percentages.
So, on what strength are you paying the 4.3 if there is no valid contract? What is this thing about implied? Surely, that's not how you run government.
Maybe it's
County Attorney, is that how you do things? That you assume that because you still have pending obligations, then it just runs?
Thank you, Chair. I'm meant to understand that there's an addendum that has extended the contract, which was not attached to this document.
Meant to understand, but
But they
the
can-
person who should really advise the government.
Would there be an addendum
Your
about the
Chair,
county attorney's...
at one point, I was not within the county government. I just joined in December. So the other people were doing.
a point of order, but the governor said you
obligations.
took over. You are part of the system. You are the county solicitor.
County
And
attorney,
there is what we call
you are treading
institutional
on
memory.
dangerous grounds. The county government of Turkana has existed since 2013. So let's take that view. Even if you joined
Yes,
yesterday,
yes, Chair.
yeah, we are talking about the government. So there is an addendum to
Yes.
extend the
The
contract
contract, yes,
from 2021,
yes,
but that was not given to the Auditor General.
yes.
Why?
I think the director would be able to inform us on that,
Finance Minister.
or the finance.
Chair, before you, the director goes there, Chair, I keep reminding us, let us not be pushed into carrying out audits in this room because we cannot do that. The auditor, through you, Chair, was this a matter that you thought was necessary, was material? Did you think that the document was important for? Because when you start telling us about implied extensions, and we are being told there is an addendum that we have not seen, did the auditor question about that addendum to the contract?
And even so that they can respond to both. If there is an addendum, you cannot use the term implied. That there is implied extension. So either there is an addendum which is lawful to extend the contract, or it is implied. Those two are different. I'm not a lawyer like Senator Cherargei, but as a lay, that's what I understand.
We have an addendum.
But you are a teacher of lawyers. You have been a teacher.
You know, we are making small things look very bad. Fairly small things, but now they're looking bad. But your question was to the OAG, or it was to the executive. Even though OAG, your light was on, you wanted to say something?
Okay, I wanted to respond that our query or our observation is failure to renew the annual maintenance of the revenue automation system. So we are not in doubt that we found in a document or addendum. We are saying that we were not provided with that document.
Was there any disclosure that there was an addendum when you are doing the audit? There was no disclosure?
No.
Maybe.
Was there a question to that, officer?
Yes, we have an addendum that will maybe will fail to the committee.
So when was that
Chair.
addendum executed?
Chair, maybe we could not
Or
find it.
if you have it, then you know the date.